Well, it's May the 28th, 2010. I thought I'd start today's garden video, I haven't done it for a while, with the roses. Aren't they lovely? They are just blowing up out here. We're going to move over to the vegetables and I'll talk my way through that. Well, this year I've done something a little different with the climbing bed. Decided to get the tomatoes out of here because they've been in here too many years and I think it was kind of causing some problems with the tomatoes. But you can see here, these are the cucumbers coming up. They seem to be coming up real nice. And the peas are just about ready. I think if I can get a close-up here, I believe we actually have a pea pod. In fact, I know we do. We can get it in there close enough that you can see it. Sure enough, there's a pea pod on the peas. And so the peas are doing really well. We have some that are edible, edible husks or edible shells, and other ones that aren't, but they all seem to be coming in really good. These are the pole beans, Kentucky Wonder pole beans coming up. They're doing real well. So this whole climbing bed now has been changed into peas and cucumbers and beans, so that and also I think I showed it earlier, I've replaced all the netting and all the wood and everything this year. Well, this year I used a whole bed to put in bush beans. These are a couple of different varieties. Some Italian rose here in the front. Of course, there's nothing on them, but you can see the plants themselves. It's kind of a reddish variegated green bean, not green, obviously. Then the back here are the ones further back are French-style green beans. These are all bush beans. These are all heirlooms as well. Move over here to the center. You can see we don't have quite everything in yet, but the lettuce is up front, and we're starting to get some pretty decent spinach here. It's only been in here a few weeks and needs a little weeding. And then, of course, all the onions, which have all come up very well and doing very well. Moving over real quick, the out of control herb bed. I'm right now in the process of drying some catnip for the cats, but you can see the parsley wintered over and peppermint here in the center. And sure enough, we have, as usual, we have volunteer dill. Let me get a shot so it's got a brownish background, but yeah, volunteer dill here and down here. So I didn't even have to plant that this year, but we've got a lot more herbs to put into the bed here as well. Well, these are the plants that we're always most interested in, are the tomato plants. And even though they look a little bit yellowish and spindly, actually they've grown quite a bit since Carrie planted them. Carrie did all the planting of the tomatoes this year. They do look a little small, but actually this time of year, it's about how it looks. These got put in a couple weeks ago now. These are actually a little bigger, and we have about 5 or 6 different varieties this year put in here, and these don't have stakes or cages yet, which we need to get. And then these, and then I won't even show you the other bed just because it's kind of a mess, but in addition, there's going to be 4 more tomato plants in there. So you can see these are the 3 new beds from last year, and they're going to be where the tomatoes and the squash are. So this is a little bit premature video because after this weekend everything else will be planted and we should have everything mulched in pretty well that's already growing. And just swing over here and show you a shot from a distance of the other beds. Well, that's it for this week. Have a good Memorial Day weekend.